America's immigration crisis hit numbers nobody thought were possible. I mean, we talking millions here illegally on visas, if that. ICE raids surging coast to coast and chaos breaking out of the streets. Tonight, let me show you how bad it's gotten.
Se les peló, Mira,
My boy gone.
Se les peló. Llamaron a la migra, la hijo madre.
My boy out of there. Look at him. He ain't too fast, though. They gonna catch him.
Se cansó, weón, se cansó el man. Mira, agarraron a otro, Mira, Está pasando el lupo. A las 8 de la mañana, 8 de la mañana.
8 de la mañana.
Lo agarraron, ¿verdad?
That's what he said.
Lupo, Texas.
Well,
yo ahorita te lo paso.
Welcome to Lubbock, Texas. You see it though, right? Local police and ICE tag teaming in real time. One guy thought he could not run the law. Spoiler alert. He couldn't. He got tired and the cops didn't. That's exactly what happens when enforcement actually does its job, y'all. But this isn't just about one guy running out of gas. It's about numbers that'll make your jaw drop. Okay, I mean, like, whoa.
So there's 55 million foreigners here on visas. You guys are acting like that's such a big number. It's only like all of New York City, plus all of LA Metro, plus all of Chicago Metro, plus all of Dallas, plus all of Seattle. Like, that's a big deal. That's like, what, 1 in 6, 1 in 7 people in this entire country are foreigners here on visas. Like, that's going to change anything.
55 million. That's how many foreigners are in the U.S. right now on visas, according to this post right now. That's not even counting the illegals. Got to do some fact checking on these numbers. But 1 out of every 6 or 7 people walking past you, a foreign national on a temporary slip of paper? And somehow we're told this is normal? You still think this is just a border problem? I want you to watch what happens when ICE actually starts cracking down, because the numbers, they don't lie.
We knew that that not only was it going to get bad again, but it was going to be worse.
Tonight, an immigration attorney is weighing in after we learned that more than 4,000 people have been arrested by ICE in Virginia since President Trump's inauguration. That's more than 5 times the number of people that have been arrested during that same time period last year. 8 News reporter Sarah Molina is taking action tonight, breaking down this data. She joins us live in Richmond to tell us what she has learned. Sarah, good evening.
Eric, good evening to you. Like you mentioned, data from the Data Deportation Project shows that at least 4,000 people have been arrested by ICE in Virginia since Trump took office. And I'm here at the Altria Theater just because I want to give you guys a little bit of a visual. So about 3,500 people can fit inside of this place. Now I want you to picture a packed show here at the theater. Well, you'd still need at least another 700 chairs to fit the total number of people detained by ICE in Virginia since January.
We've never seen this level of people being picked up by ICE, detained at courthouses, detained at immigration enforcement.
Richmond Community Legal Fund President Charles Smith says over the past 6 months since President Trump took office, being an immigration attorney has taken on new urgency.
We knew that that not only was it going to get bad again, but it was going to be worse.
Data from the Deportation Data Project shows that since January, ICE has made at least 4,179 arrests across the Commonwealth.
They have become more efficient how they're carrying out enforcement actions. We're seeing law enforcement that are not identified, they're not driving marked cars, they're wearing face masks.
It's more than 5 times the number of ICE arrests that happened in Virginia during the same time period last year. Schmidt says it's because ICE is now working with other law enforcement like the FBI and state police to carry out arrests.
That is unprecedented. And of course, it goes way beyond the campaign rhetoric.
Plus, 57% of those arrested are not even facing criminal charges.
That statistic is shocking, but not surprising.
On Thursday, the Trump administration announced it's reviewing more than 55 million people who have valid U.S. visas for any violations, and it could lead to deportation.
That is a due process violation right there. Not having sort of an arbitrary standard for saying, we're going to review these people and we don't like you.
Now, to watch this story in Spanish or for a more in-depth look into the data, you can visit this story on our website.
Virginia alone, over 4,000 ICE arrests since Trump stepped back in. That's 5 times higher than the same period last year. Y'all forgive me, you got family and everybody in the background right now. But they've gone from courthouse sweeps to unmarked cars straight to straight up FBI and state police partnerships. This isn't rhetoric anymore, man. It's execution. And not just Virginia. Take a look at New York City real quick.
Make a home. Make a home. Tell them if you have any medical conditions or children at home, you don't have to show them documents.
A quick encounter, and without warning, these 2 immigrants who just left a mandatory hearing taken away by federal immigration agents, disappearing behind this stairwell. The 12th floor of 26 Federal Plaza, which houses one of the city's immigration courts, is a flashpoint as the Trump administration expands its immigration crackdown, where officers, attorneys, advocates, and media crowd the hallways. Attorneys Allison Cutler and Benjamin Remy are with a nonprofit legal services organization, New York Legal Assistance Group, or NYLAG, and have been on the ground here nearly every day for 2 months.
This is the hallway. This is where we're allowed to be. We are not allowed inside the waiting rooms to record. Any press is not allowed inside the waiting rooms or the courtrooms.
The 2 at times standing shoulder to shoulder with federal agents from agencies like Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, Customs and Border Protection, or CBP, and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, or ATF, outside courtrooms. On this day, there are around a dozen agents. Most are masked. Cutler and Remy have seen dozens of arrests and detentions firsthand, and as immigration advocates, do their best to intervene before someone is swept away down a stairwell or elevator to what NYLAG alleges is a 10th floor detention center.
That's 26 Federal Plaza in Manhattan. Packed hallways, ICE, DSS, Border Patrol, all shoulder to shoulder. You can see the people being dragged out, the lawyers scrambling, cameras rolling still, though. When you hear about Adios airline with one-way tickets, this is, what it looks like. But for every raid, there's always a crowd ready to cry. You guessed it. File.
Hi, we're out here week 8 protesting outside Home Depot. Keep the migrant out of Home Depot.
We've been here for 8 weeks. We'll be here for quite a long time, I think. We've been trying to get the jornaleros to support us too, giving out tips on how to handle ICE and how to avoid them, especially with these cameras all over the place. So yeah, that's what we're doing out here.
We're out here protesting ICE at Home Depot, standing with our brothers and sisters.
Yes, keep ICE out of Home Depot. They have no business being here, hiding their faces like cowards. Get them out.
We're hitting Home Depot. We're protesting that Home Depot is not doing any.
It was just the way he said Home Depot. We're protesting the old Depot.
Out. We're hitting Home Depot. We're protesting that Home Depot is not doing anything to keep ICE out of the Home Depot. This is a country that people should be free to come in and shop. Workers should have the freedom to come and look for jobs and not to have to worry about ICE coming over and interfering with the rights. We're demanding that Home Depot do more to keep us safe while we're here.
Well, Andrew Hernandez has some tips on avoiding ICE. 1, don't be in America illegally. And 2, self-deport if you are an illegal alien. I mean, 8 weeks straight, protesters outside Home Depot demanding ICE pack up and leave. You got these so-called allies, worried about day laborers instead of American safety. Meanwhile, actual families are dealing with crime, overcrowding, and job competition. This is what happens when felons replace law. And if you think that it stops with peaceful chants, come on, man. Y'all know about Portland. I don't even got to get no introduction to them.
Go home, Katie.
Go.
Go home,
Get
Katie.
the fuck out of here.
Go home, Katie.
You are not fucking welcome or safe here. Bye. Bye.
You keep your fucking heads to yourselves, Tarberries. Fuck you.
You can fucking not.
Just fine, Tarberries.
It's fucking not, dude. You are gonna get
Go.
fucked up. Then go. Fucking move quickly. Move quickly then. Fucking move quickly.
Go home.
Oh my God! It's Antifa! You're fucking unwanted!
Just go.
You're unwanted!
Go.
Go!
Go.
Antifa terrorists with Palestinian flags threatening a female journalist, screaming she's not safe here outside the ICE facility. This is the alliance now. Radical leftists, foreign agitators, and open border activists turning violent the second anyone reports the truth. They don't want to debate. They want to intimidate. And here's the kicker. Some people aren't even waiting for ICE. They are deporting themselves.
Good morning, TikTok family. You're probably wondering where I've been. I've been traveling. I took a nice long road trip through my former country to end up where I'm at today. I am in Jalisco, Guadalajara, Mexico. And today's my birthday. So I decided to take this opportunity to speak to y'all real quick before I try to celebrate today. First thing. Yeah, I had to go. I had to self-deport, so to say. I had to get the hell out of there, man. It was getting to the point where I could feel just this horrible energy everywhere I went. I just couldn't take it. Even driving through the country, the energy was so just evil, bad, messed up, sick. And I can assure you, since I've been back, I've been feeling much better. Even though I had to go through some BS going through the border. And I'll let you guys, I'll do another video on traveling through Mexico. I mean, around people are cool, but yeah. But aside from that, I still feel 1,000 times better now than I did living in the States. Food better.
He said food better. I mean, this guy literally self-deported to Mexico. Said America's energy was off. It was evil. And the food's better south of the border. I'll say it this way. If you don't hate the country that gave you freedom, opportunity, or if you hate the country that gave you freedom, opportunity, and safety, rather, don't let the door hit you on the way out. 55 million foreigners on visas, thousands more caught in ICE raids, Antifa on the streets, and protests at Home Depot. The numbers don't just shock you, man. They expose exactly why this debate isn't going away. Let's put I self-deported in the comments today if you made it to the end. Hit subscribe to join team. Think. Shut us with someone still pretending that this is no big deal. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You could be saving their life. Peace.